Let's take a stroll together. Hey there. We are coming back at you from living in a Dcraft world with GrampyJAG. So howdy y'all. I got my gypsum out. I've been doing a little building because my wife's been watching TV in the background, so I haven't done any recording. Also been doing some video processing, trying to get caught up on a few things. It's never ending. Anyhow, I'm going to show you, excuse me, what I have done and doing a little cleaning up along with the process as we go. So I'm going to flip around. Woo, there, we did it. Got it right first try. Bees are planting more flowers around. Yay. It's underfoot. So I do believe we showed you the power rails with the minecart track here. What I've been doing is doing a little beautification on top of having pretty rocks and such. So I'm gonna be taking these torches out, at least momentarily. I may need to get more of these. These are from Dcraft, and they're going to let you do something real cool here in a minute. So, you know how everything in Minecraft is blocky? Well, no more. Now you can have slants and diagonals and corners and all manner of good stuff. So that's what that looks like now. Nice and smooth. Now, however, we put our torches back on. Okay, and in this case, they won't stick. That seems like it used to stick, but they would stick out. Nope, they won't stick at all. That's interesting. So I'm going to wind up doing that all along here, making the slopes nice and smooth, and we'll take another look at that from the side here in a second. But I am on my way to show you some of the other stuff we have done. So if you look at these are my little pylons I built, and you can see we got the slants supporting the track as well. And not only do we have the slants, oh, and I can do them on the undersides here too to make this look smoother and cooler. And probably will do that here after a bit. But what I wanted to show you was down here. Yeah, we're not going to go all the way down there. You see this? Not only do I have the slants, I got these corner bits here. Makes it look really smooth, really cool. And that goes all the way down the line. So let's go take a ride on the rail line, because the next thing I got to show you is way down at the end of the line. So Dcraft is one of a couple of different block changing mods that are in this pack. And it is usually the first one we get to because it's the easiest to start. It just takes sticks. You use sticks to make your basic blocks, and then you build your other shapes out of those basic block frames. Eventually we'll get rid of all these torches too. There's some lanterns I want to put up, but we need more stuff, more resources. So see what I built? Isn't that cool? I figured if I get stuck down here working and it gets late, which it did, and I almost didn't get out of here in time, I now have a safe place that I can spend the night. And if we have a blood moon, it will give me some protection. So I really like using the spruce trunks, spruce wood trunks. And in this case, I wanted a lighter toned wood, so we went with the sakura. we got shingles, and the shingles are out of spruce planks. That's what it is. See? It's all lit and everything. I probably should run more torches around here, but haven't done it yet. Hence, necessity for a safe place to sleep. Yay. Ran into a tiny problem down here. When this chest filled up, rather than going straight down to the second chest and third chest and fourth chest, what have you, like that, because I had this blocked off, or actually because I had this blocked off, it would come in, try and go down, and get spit out the top. Don't know exactly what caused that to happen, but I have since rectified that. I took the block out of the red. I have blocked off the black, which I don't need to anymore because I cleaned a bunch of this out. So let's remove the block on that. There we go. Now we can get stuff that will go primarily into the first and then fill the rest. This would work better if there were actual sorts working, but we don't have them yet because we don't have enough information. That will get built over time. So I doubt we're going to use anything more sophisticated than this. Basically, for almost all the pits we may put in around this island and this causeway. So we've burned off about 25 blocks so far. We have not hit major iron yet, which is the main thing I'm looking for. I pulled a bunch of copper out so far. A little bit of siderite. Nothing much else. Tin, that we're too far down to get much in the way of tin, if anything. And we ain't deep enough to get the other stuff. So, that should get exciting here soon. Another thing I did is I went down to base 2 and did a little work down there. So I think I have enough time to make the run down there before it gets dark. Oh yeah, and I found something cool. Something I've been looking for and haven't been able to find. Ah. Hello, trees. We just cut all these trees down and replanted. I haven't built up the density on the trees again yet. I got a big old batch of charcoal, and I think I have enough log stacks to do another big old batch of charcoal when I get done with that one. If not, it will be really close. And you'll notice it's icy. We are in yet another winter. Don't know what number this is. I've lost track. Look at all that pretty snow off in the distance. Now you can see up there my measuring stick, and you see how nice and flat that is and how low it is compared to the rest of the hills. So I did a bunch of work leveling that off. I got the next 3 layers peeled back. I should be able to start laying out thoughts for what I want to build. Yeah, we'll take a look here. So I got all that I can build on. I would like to get this leveled out as well, but I've got that lava up there, and I'm going to have to get that pumped out or bailed out before I can do anything. Let's see if I can free up a pump someplace or make an extra pump. I would take you up, but it is getting real close to bedtime. So let's just look at this. Up, 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 up. So now I have a place that I can turn into a garden. I just need to run a little bit of water in here and get a hoe and start making tilled soil, and then I can plant vegetables or hemp or cotton or whatever I need. Probably hemp, because I'm going to need that. Hemp and pineapples, because they're like the best thing ever. The other thing I wanted to show you is around the corner here. Ooh, you see that? That's an ender lily. I finally found an ender lily seed. This will grow here. It's going to grow really slowly though, and especially since I'm not hanging out here very often to keep this chunk loaded. But I do have one, so if I can get a few more, or I can collect a few more when I collect the ender pearl out of that, we will eventually have a sustainable source of ender pearls without getting mutilated. Hate dying by Enderman. It's unpleasant. There we go. Let's go up, up, up. Hello, goat. Hello, goat. Seem to be collecting more goats. There was one up here. Maybe that one fell. Who knows? Anyhow, this is what I had planned for where I wanted to take it down, because I still have a really impressive view. And I can make that more impressive by pushing out the load limit, but I don't want to put too much stress on the system at the moment. That will come with time. And over there is the ocean, and the desert's just on the far side of that. Really? You guys must grow back, is what I'm thinking. That's annoying. I've suspected that for a while. And make sure they're gone. If they show up again, I'll know for sure. Need to harvest this terracotta. Gonna need that here pretty darn soon. And this is my next big problem. I need to get this pumped out. Because I can't do any leveling over here until I get that pumped out, because it's above the level that I want to level at. Now I could work this side, and I may do that. It's a bit smaller project. But I should be able to get this chunk leveled. I don't think I'm going to touch that over there. I think that will be big enough. But yeah, I might just... come on. Give me another ender lily seed. They're damn rare. But I've never gone this long without finding one before. Alright, let's throw all this garbage out. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We really don't need the food either at this point. I've got these in the building. So, yeah, more. I got more stuff to throw out. And this is really efficient for throwing stuff out. And it's gone. And that's exactly what it would do to me if I were to try and level this out. So that is what I have done on this fine day. So that's a short and sweet report. I am going to see, did you see that hole in the side of the hill? I got to fill all that. So I got all that cobblestone in here. I'll probably start filling that with cobblestone. It's a little more creeper resistant than dirt. So That'll be another project. I'm going to lay out where I want to put rooms and walls and stuff up there, try and get the other layers. Yeah, I already said that. Now I'm retreading. But y'all have a great night, great day, great whatever. And until the next time, this has been GrampyJAG coming to you live from Living in a Dcraft World. Well, recorded anyway. Remember, Dcraft is available on CurseForge. Look for the Omicron edition, the most recent version. Bye. Next time, let's take a look at how we're going to lay out the castle.